So before we start the video, I'd like to ask you guys to please consider subscribing to the channel and liking the video, as it helps the channel grow. So let's get into it. All right, so week 9 of the NFL season is coming to a close. And for the Chicago Bears, they take an embarrassing loss to the Arizona Cardinals on Sunday. In this video, I'm going to give my recap on what I saw during the game, give my grades for offense, defense, special teams, and coaching. It's not going to be a very great video, but I also am announcing the winners for our Amazon gift card giveaway. So without further ado, let's get into it. What's up, guys? KT here. Back at it with another video. Today, we're doing the Bears. The Bears get embarrassed on the road by the Arizona Cardinals. They lost 29-9. This video is not going to be a great video as far as grades and player evaluations, and definitely not for the coaches. But before we get into the actual recap, I want to announce the winner of our Amazon gift card giveaway. I told you guys that it'll be happening today, so let's get straight into it. The winner for our $100 Amazon gift card giveaway is 3K Star Legend. Congratulations, you have won the $100 Amazon gift card. I will be emailing you an exclusive keyword, so you can edit your own comment and post it on that. Post that keyword on your comment. If you can respond within 24 hours, get your comment edited, I will send you the code for the gift card. So yeah. If you guys did not win this time, don't worry about it, because we will be doing gift card giveaways for every month of the NFL season. So make sure you guys stay subscribed, hit the notification bell so you get notified next time I do the next giveaway video. But congratulations to 3K Star Legend. Enjoy. So let's get into the meat and potatoes of the video. The Cardinals beat the brakes off the Bears on Sunday, and they got embarrassed. And the main question everybody wants to know is, how did Caleb Williams play on Sunday? I thought he played absolutely horrible. He was 22 of 41 with only 217 yards passing. This is about the same amount he had last week as well. Only averaged 9 yards per throw, no touchdowns, no interceptions, took 6 sacks, and had a 68.9 quarterback rating. Caleb Williams has been horrible these past 2 games against some of the worst defenses in the league, and it doesn't seem to be getting any better. This offense still starts slow. He still starts slow. This game, it felt like he was starting, when the game first started, he was 7 of 12. He felt like he was in a rhythm. And after that first drive, man, he was absolutely terrible. Overthrowing guys, running into sacks, nearly throwing interceptions, missing open guys, holding the ball too long. I could just go down a list of the things he was doing on Sunday against a very porous defense. And I got to give credit to the Arizona Cardinals defense, man. They threw blitz after blitz at him, and he just was not ready. Yes, the offensive line was not great. Yes, the coaching staff is not great. Yes, the wide receivers are dropping passes. But for the people that are complaining about this now, it's been 3 years of the same consistent issues, especially with the offensive line and the coaching staff. This didn't just start. And as much as people don't want to believe this didn't just start. We had a scapegoat last year in Justin Fields where they could just pin everything on him. This didn't just start with the coaching staff. This coaching staff has been bad. The play calling has been bad. The offensive line has been bad. This didn't just start with Caleb Williams. These are consistent issues that have been a consistent problem for 3 years, and now it's rearing its ugly head, because in his performances, it's been 3 things. It's either been him getting set, him not playing well, the coaching staff making dumb decisions, and the play calling just being generally bad. So this is not new. Overall, Caleb Williams played worse than he did last week because he couldn't even lead them to a nice touchdown drive. He took 6 sacks, held the ball too long, and was very inaccurate. Overall, Caleb Williams, and he does look like he sustained a little bit of a nick towards the end of that game, so I'll be watching that as well. Overall, Caleb Williams had probably the worst game of the season, and it's funny because he just had his worst game of the season last week. So this is becoming a consistent theme with him. If he's cold, he's Arctic cold, and that offense is Arctic cold as well. As for the rushing, DeAndre Swift, 16 attempts, 51 yards, 3.2 yards per carry. Didn't give him the ball near enough in this game. It says he had a fumble loss. I don't know where that fumble was, though. Other than that, Roschon Johnson, 3 attempts, 13 carries for 4.3 for his average. The rushing game was a non-factor in this game. Caleb Williams was the third leading rusher with only 5 yards. He used his legs way less than he should have in this game, especially if they're blitzing him heavy and they're getting pressure. We lost 2 of our offensive linemen today. We lost Darnell Wright. So now we were down without Braxton Jones as well. So I figured he would like to use his legs a little bit more, get outside the pocket. But that just didn't happen, man. And the Bears didn't really commit to running the ball with DeAndre Swift at all. As for receiving, Rome Odunze, he had, I guess you could say, a breakout game. He had 104 yards receiving. I think all came in the first half, though. He only had 5 receptions. DJ Moore still looks out of sync with Caleb Williams. Keenan Allen is still dropping passes, but he looks out of sync with Caleb Williams. Cole Kmet did not register a stat in this game. You know, this game was absolutely terrible from an offensive standpoint. And when you score 9 points, you deserve to get blown out by the Arizona Cardinals. Despite having all these weapons on this offense, the same ugly problems rear its head. This offense is plagued by a lack of good coaching and a lack of a very good offensive line. These are all problems Ryan Poles has failed to fix. Overall, the offense was absolutely terrible. Once again, I'm going to give them an F-. They were absolutely terrible. They got outplayed by a very, very bad Cardinals defense. I feel like the Cardinals defense showed more effort than the Bears offense. Lack of creativity and very, very porous O-line play and very, very porous quarterback play killed the Bears on Sunday. Let's go to the defense. This defense was, and I said this during a prediction video on Wednesday, this defense was injured to hell and back. No Jaquan Brisker, no Kyler Gordon, no Montez Sweat. Who else was missing in this game? Who else was missing? I'm trying to think. Tyreek Stevenson got benched for the first few plays of the game. This defense had absolutely no chance today. Dominique Robinson was their second pass rusher they were playing. They couldn't stop the run at all. They could not stop the run at all. James Conner ran all over the Bears defense. And, you know, I felt like this was fitting too. I mentioned that in the video, that if you couldn't stop James Conner, you couldn't stop this offense. Overall, Kyler Murray didn't have to do much at all because James Conner kept breaking tackle after tackle. It felt like he was getting 10 yards per carry on every single run. It was just an uncharacteristic game for the defense. They finally gave up more than 21 points. So that streak is over. And then Matt Eberflus, we'll talk about that play right before they went into the half. But this defense gave up a 30-yard touchdown run to end the half and basically put this game out of reach during halftime. This defense, you know, they tried early in the game. They were getting off the field, but once they figured out that offense was not going to do anything with the ball, it was pretty much wraps for the defense. So I'm going to go ahead and give the defense an F- as well. You can't give up 29 points to the Arizona Cardinals. And it just felt like there was a lack of effort out there on Sunday. Guys were popping wide open. Nobody was really trying to tackle like that. Nobody was being physical. They weren't able to get enough pressure on Kyler Murray like the Cardinals were able to get on Caleb Williams. So, you know, even with all the injuries, I'm going to have to give them that F-, man. You can't trend at 29 points to the Arizona Cardinals, despite them being a pretty good offensive team. Special teams. I would say Torrey Taylor would be the best player on special teams. Other than the safety punt, he was on the field a lot, and he was pinning guys back there. He was punting the ball inside the 10-yard line every single time. He was probably their best offensive player other than Cairo Santos, who was 3 of 3 on field goals. You know, too many times we see this with the Bears. Every single year is always the special teams that have to carry the load and have to put up points on the board because this offense is just so inept and the coaching is just so inept. Man, the special teams, even though they had that safety punt gone wrong, I feel like they were the one bright spot in this game to come out of this game as far as they had all our points. So I'm going to give them an A+, man. I feel like the special teams, they do their best. They try to affect the game, but they get let down by both sides of the ball, offense and defense. And plus their coaching staff doesn't put them in very good situations either. And as for this lame duck coaching staff, as for Matt Eberflus and the rest of his lame coaching staff, this team is awful. It's undisciplined. There's no good offensive plays. They don't have not one go-to play. They take their quarterback out of rhythm. They leave their quarterback in the final 2 minutes of the game where they're getting blown out. What else? The situation last week, the Tyreek Stevenson situation. It just feels like there's a lot of drama and inconsistency with this coaching staff and lack of having your team prepared to play. There was one drive where the Cardinals went down, the Bears stopped them in the red zone. Here comes Gervon Dexter getting a penalty in the red zone and extending the drive. Cardinals got a touchdown after that. That just goes to show you this team is undisciplined. This team, it doesn't know the fundamentals. And this team has also quit on Matt Eberflus as well. I'll say this, Matt Eberflus, for whatever his defensive mind is, he is a very, very bad situational play caller. The play before the half for him, that 30-yard touchdown run should have never happened. His reasoning behind it is because he called a pass rush play. Why are you even doing that in basically like a 30-second drill where they were looking to get a field goal, but you want to rush everybody into the backfield? So no wonder that play happened. And I think I said this during the live too. He's going to do the things that he should have did last week's game against the Commanders. He's going to put that into this week's game against the Cardinals, and it's going to massively backfire. And it did. As for Shane Waldron, just the same horrible play calling that we've seen throughout the season. Not being able to get your quarterback in rhythm, not being able to draw guys open, and not drawing up things to protect your quarterback at all. These are all issues that the Bears have had on this coaching staff this year. I think Matt Eberflus is pretty much done, and I'm starting to look towards Ryan Poles as well for all his irresponsibilities and all his arrogance coming into this team. This team has gotten no better. They might not win another game under this coaching staff. So what do you have to lose? Just fire this dude at some point and move on. Promote somebody as an interim and move on, man. So F minus for the coaching staff. Overall, this Bears team still sucks. Despite having their generational quarterback, they still suck. He hasn't played well. The coaching hasn't called games well. The offensive line is still horrible. Despite all their receivers, they still have dropped passes. The guys still can't get open. This team is absolutely horrible. They shouldn't have lost this game, but I had a feeling they would. They play New England next week. They're probably going to get blown out, and then they go on their division gauntlet, which is going to be absolutely brutal because it starts with Green Bay. So, man, I don't know what the future of this Bears team holds, but it might get worse before it gets better. But that's all I got for you guys today in this video. If you enjoyed it, please consider subscribing to the channel and liking the video as it helps the channel grow. We are still on our road to 1,000 subscribers, so make sure you guys hit that big red sub button. I will appreciate it. Make sure you guys leave your comment in the comment section as I will be reading them. Make sure you guys hit that notification bell. You get notified every time I drop one of these Bears videos. Follow me on social media as there's bound to be a lot of discussions. As for Star Legend, I will be sending you an email shortly with your code. Make sure you edit your original comment with that code, and I will get your gift card to you right away. Be looking out for the next gift card giveaway announcement. And I'm out of here, guys. Bear down. Peace.